Hello everybody and welcome back to Dishonored 2. I'm Violet and today we are playing A Crack in the Slab, where we're going to break into Aramis Stilton's manor. There's a manta ray, or not a manta ray, but like some kind of ray. That's cool. What I'm called on some geometry. It's great. It's going to be great. It's seen better days. Things are going to be pretty relaxed starting out because while there are dangerous things in this mansion, they're not going to. We can't really access them yet. There's someone behind that door over there that I'm trying to avoid, but apart from that, this is going to be pretty cruisy for a little bit. We're just going to get acquainted with the house. There's going to be some rats here. They kick a bucket, makes a noise. It's a nice little. When you're first going through here, it's very spooky, which I like. We're doing a haunted house thing. Whoops, and who's this? It's Aramis Stilton, who, honestly, he's got a sad story.
We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved is coming back.
Doesn't know where he is, which, makes sense, as we're about to see. When the outsider shows up. Oh, here he is.
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening.
This is kind of important, but I'm just going to go over here and pick up some bottles, because this is what the speedrunners do as far as I'm aware. Time is kind of frozen. So, I'll also show off that if you stand over here, you can't hear him anymore, and the subtitles stop. There's sort of a ring around him. If I go further back, the sound comes back, but if I stand in this sort of ring area, he's just muted for some reason. Those are the things I've learned when I've sat through this cutscene like 400 times. It is unskippable. I like the shadows of the gloss in his face. That's good. Oh yeah, we can't use magic in this level. We never could use magic, but if we had some magic, we wouldn't be able to use it in this level. And that's because we get this. Not to be confused with my artistic creation. This is the timepiece. Oh dear, I really messed up the visuals of this. This is this thing. So outsider's going to go away, and he's leaving us with this little present, the timepiece, which I really love the look of it. It's so... Ooh, look, there's a little dial. Is that a clock, or is that something? Anyway. So I'll show you what it does, because this idea... When I try to explain this level to people, they tend to get a bit confused. So I'm going to try to take this a bit slow. So, looking around right now, this game is set in like a fantasy year, like 18 something something, but a fantasy of, it's like alternate universe 18 something something, right? But let's pretend it's 2020, okay? So things, as you can see, have been better. It's a bit of a mess, but imagine if we could look through a window 3 years earlier into 2017. That was not very dramatic. Look at that. It's the same room we're in now. See the roof? But the holes aren't there anymore, because we're looking at the past. Exactly 3 years into the past, when something very special happened, and if we just click the right click button, we can go back to that past.
By the void.
Don't worry, the future's still there, if I can get to it. See? But we can just swap between them whenever we're not sitting inside some furniture in the other timeline. If you get stuck inside something, it turns black, so you can't swap. Anyway, so first thing is there's a puzzle with this door where this is locked, but we can walk just past it in the future because it's open, but then we can't get past this. But this isn't here in the past. And once you do that, you can just... Sorry, I'm just hiding back in the future here because it's a bit safer, but look at this fan. It's on in the past, but it's not on now. I don't know, I gotta kick out a little details like that. This level's full of them. Anyway, I should probably be hurrying because I'm actually racing a guard right now. There she is. So what I'd like to do, just for efficiency's sake, I'm sorry if this hurts your eyes to look at, by the way. There's some valuable stuff in this little museum room.
The house goes to rot.
That I will just go ahead and steal from twice. Oh, wait. You know what? I don't need it. Wait, which timeline am I in? Okay, good. We just want to be here before she comes around the corner, because there's some civilians. She isn't here yet. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, this is the gimmick for the whole level. If you have powers, you don't have them, but you do get this. So everyone gets the timepiece. It's really powerful. It's really fun. They have a lot of puzzles about like time manipulation and like doing stuff in the past to affect the future, and We're gonna skip a lot of them, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's she doing? Oh, she's having a drink. Wow, look at that. I never noticed that animation before. It's very interesting. Okay, she's just gonna come around this pillar, and that's when I'm gonna just sort of knock her unconscious, because I want a bit of access to this area. Whoops. It's like, it's 2 levels on top of each other, and I just think that's neat. It's such a cool idea for a level. This came out in the same year as Titanfall 2, which also had a really amazing time travel level, so I guess check out Titanfall 2 if you haven't. They really put a lot of work into making it so all the objects, like, you can kind of, a lot of the time you can sort of tell a story out of where they are and where they will be or were, you know? Like, it looks like people tried to steal a lot of these statues, but some of them, they seem to have given up, because, like, look, that one only made it that far. Where is that in this timeline? Oh, that's right there. Yeah, it was too heavy or something. We're just going to pop down here to this little dining area, and there's guards in the past, but not in the future, so we're quite safe. We just need to steal some keys here. And this was a fun little thing to figure out the first time. There's actually an achievement for this, so they really want you to do it. But, like, I'm trying to think of... Because sometimes he kind of half sees me doing this. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. See, I haven't perfected the science of the table hiding yet, apparently. I meant to go rob this safe, which is sealed up in the past, but not in the future, so just gotta get into a place where I can swap. There's some good money in here. Like a gun upgrade or something? I don't actually know what that does. I don't think we're buying it. But it's nice to collect things. There is a reason we're doing all this, but it might not become immediately apparent. But soon it will. Slow down just in case. I think sliding after a sprint is silent, but don't quote me on that. So back here, now there's 2 civilians, and we want to make sure we want them to move, but before they move they're going to have a conversation, so we'll activate that by hiding in this handy cupboard with the creepy mannequin couple who now own this house, I assume.
There's something else you should know. I'm not sure how Mr. Stilton tolerates them, to be honest.
Is that it? Sounds like it. Okay. So we want to step out and we want to spy on them a little bit because I want to know where they're going. It's probably not that crucial because they won't immediately go hostile to me, but... So is she going to clean the painting? And he's sitting down facing away. Perfect. So just get into position about here. Slip through this door before anyone has time to object, and then spy through the glass. Where is my favorite best friend? He's over here. Just swap back over again. Ooh, it's much scarier back here, isn't it? But that's him taken care of, and that was the purpose of everything we've just done. So now we're going to go right back to basically the beginning of the level. And carry on as if, yeah, we just started. He's just a real terror. I'll show you the area where he becomes a problem in a moment. We're just going to slip through the kitchen here. The kitchen staff are very nice. They don't really cause trouble unless we stick around.
Whatever happened.
Now, we got to deal with the dogs. Sometimes this dog doesn't spawn in here, but I'm hoping they will. Where are you, buddy? Ooh, maybe they're not here. It soothes my brain to see them here because it means I know where they are. Maybe I can check this window. Hello? Doggo? The dogs are some of the most dangerous. I don't know. I think they're dangerous. Maybe they're not here today? I don't trust it. I never trust it. They are so frequently here. Hello? But sometimes I do swear they're not here, so maybe it's alright. But I hate it. This is gonna stress me out way more. If I'd seen the dog, I could have just tranked out of the dog. That is the plan for the dog. Do you see the dog? This pipe is not helping. I think I would have seen the dog. That is so... It happens. I'm sure it happens. It's fine. It's been a while since it's happened to me. Okay. So, basics of this balcony, we want to climb it, but there's nothing there. But we go into the past, where it still exists, but it's kind of under construction. So we just do some quick structural damage to these little thingamajigs. It's going to work out just fine. Do this quickly before I get spotted. There we go. And now in this timeline, there is a nice little bridge. Just going to lean up. Hey, dogs. Ugh. This is now officially my least... Oh, okay, I see you, and I think you... I'm just going to go for it. That's what I say every time I die, so say goodnight to me, I guess. I think there's one standing right there. Just get it. So this is where the Weeper I knocked unconscious a minute ago would have become a problem. He comes and patrols up to those windows, and I can't figure out a good way of like knowing if he's there from the ground and then avoiding him, because he does leave eventually. So I just decided he often wouldn't see me, like he'd half see me, but I didn't really have a way of controlling how well I'd avoid him, so I decided to just take a detour and take him out. And I don't really need to get this guy, but I like to. He's gonna come over and look underneath this cabinet thing. He's investigating why the struts underneath him just exploded. So of course, the first place you check, you look over the balcony like a sensible person, and then you look right under this. Maybe someone was under there. I love when people look under things. Now, what am I gonna do? This is the money. Yeah, there's money in here. And oh, that's right. I like to go over here and try to catch this guard. Oh wait, there's dogs down here. I'm gonna come back to that guard later. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's another nest keeper over here. There's only 3 enemies left in this future area, so that's nice. Oh, good timing. Oh, this is perfect. I used to get this guy with a tranq dart, but it turns out once they're far enough away from the nest, these enemies are pretty easy to just grab. It's only when they're close to the nest that their blood flies help them out. So these two are pretty easy. And then we gotta go take care of the dogs who... Oh wait, no. First blood flies, then dogs. So... Yeah. There we go. Look at my upgraded gun with its 20 bullets that I'm never gonna use. So, let's be a bit careful here. Try not to get the, because the geometry here, the hitboxes are a little funny. It's 1 dog. Now, I believe the second dog is over behind the tree. Yep. What's up? Okay, great. Leaves us with 2 sleeping darts, which is nice. Do I need another one? I can't remember. So they should both be unconscious by now. Oh. Okay, that looks good. And that is every enemy that can see us in the future indoors. And by the way, while I'm standing here, this tree used to be that little thing. See that? And then it just grew much larger. And I think that's cool, and it's very pretty. Okay, I should explain really quickly what we're doing. So in this mission, we're trying to figure out what happened here that made all the bad stuff. Like, why is there a crack in time in this building? Why can't Delilah die? The secret to that is behind this door. Unfortunately, it's very locked, and the combination thing is broken in the present, but in the past it's not. But we don't have a code, so we gotta go get the code. That's in the backyard. Also, at some point we're gonna have to deal with these guards, but we'll come back to that, I think. For now, we're just gonna go grab the code, which is, to be fair, probably the most dangerous thing in this entire mission now. So we'll just pop in behind this guy, and just don't even mind me. I'm gonna go. Okay, this is where we could die. Rest of this mission I feel like I've got a reasonable handle on, as long as I don't take any extra risks, which I am tempted. But we're just going to crouch and walk over to the right. Currently, let me swap back to the future and pull out our gun for some more blood fly happenings. Blood fly happenings? Okay. This, and just... So if you try to sneak up on this guard at the end of the hallway here, he will turn around and see you. But if you sneak up on him in another timeline, he doesn't do that. I think it's like maybe the trigger for where you have to be present somewhere for him to recognize. I don't know how to explain it. My brain's not here right now, so let's just go with that. Because we're about to do something a little bit dangerous. Let's go. So, where are my guards? There is... Oh, he's there. That's not my favorite.
The Grand Guard was protecting.
So there's the
Stilton
2 guards.
back
This
then.
one stands in the middle and moves around. This guy is in the little medium, like the middle space, and moves back and forth. He spends a lot of time far away, so that's kind of good that he's there. There's Aramis Stilton. He is kind of our target, but more importantly, we gotta get to his book. That's where he keeps his code. I'm gonna go for this. I might regret it. I need to be quick. That's all I need to be. Just a bit quick. My plan is to get this guard. Okay. He's gonna run over to Aramis Stilton now. Hope I catch up with him relatively quickly. Let's hop down here, jump, and then you hold jump at this one, you grab the ledge, he is standing behind his boss in a very awkward sort of...
To see that
You ever get stung by like a bee or something and then you just run and stand behind your boss for a minute and then you calm down? Gets a bit further away. I'll get Aramis with a sting bolt. He's actually not going to come back. He's kind of rare like that. Read his book. 577. I'm not going to remember it. Drop down.
Contains Stilton's combination.
I think you can jump back up, but I failed that jump enough times that I just incorporated falling down into my plan. Okay, we're almost done. We got to deal with this. There is a dog. In the future, by the way, I haven't shown you, but in the present day, the future, 2020, this area is just full of dogs who are very scary, actually. Oh dear. So I want to stand up for a better view. Conveniently, these leaves are blocking the vision here. Like in the future, you can see they've died, but you can still get spotted a little bit, so I need to pay attention for lightning bolts of people sort of noticing me. I think the dog we're looking for, if you can just see them, they're behind this little potted plant directly in front of us. They're just moving to the right now. I want to wait for them to come back leftwards like they're doing now, and then turn again. That means I have the maximum amount of time before they turn to their left, because we're going to be passing by on their left, and we don't want them to see us. Okay. Get past this dog, I feel pretty confident about the rest of the mission, although I shouldn't say things like that. So you're facing me, you're looking directly at me, you're turning to your right. I think that's my cue to go. Let's go. Just going to be confident. There's this guard here. He never sees you, even though it really looks like he should. Peripheral vision once again. Once it feels like he might see you, swap over, equip your stinging bolts if you got him. Look to your right, dog's not even there. Fantastic. Okay, that does usually work. I've just remembered that these little windmill things, you can see they're a fun texture in the background, but they're not standing on anything. That one in particular is very out of place. I shouldn't make fun. This is a great game, and it's doing 2 levels at once, which is very stylish of it. I love it. And we'll just pop through this door. That used to be the end of my plan. I used to do a lot of other things first and then come back and do the garden, but one time I was doing that and my actions indoors caused some guards to be suspicious without me really knowing they were suspicious. Don't walk forwards, by the way, because this guard's here. But yeah, because they were searching when I left, when I came back in, there was someone standing about there. Oh god, they're suspicious now. What? Did you hear that? Someone's checking around. What? Okay, maybe they're still upset about the thing I did with the... Wow, okay. This level's a bit funny sometimes about guard suspicion. Like, you can never tell who's angry at you. But we got out of that alive. But yeah, one time I was practicing. I walked through the doorway and there was a guard standing about here, instantly saw me, and I was like, I need to make a better plan. Let's throw a grenade for this. Yeah, sure. Okay. Might slip around that. I don't know who's upset with me. I need to find that out. That would be kind of important to me right now. Because I could still get caught here. This is exactly the kind of room where I would think I was safe, but actually I'm not. Also, just for fun, this is underwater in the past, so it's like, whoa, what? I can just sit at the bottom of a... Oh, the water's stopped moving. Is that always been the case? Oh, I like that. Like, it moves around when you're moving, but it doesn't... Huh. That's so interesting. I've never noticed that before. Get inside this little water fountain thing. Ooh, that kind of works. Okay, sorry, that's pretty. Anyway. This area is safe now, so I'm going to have a look at who these guards are. So we want someone standing there. Oh no, he's out of position. Okay, you are searching, or you were searching. He's doing his normal thing. How's Push-Ups guard? Push-Ups guard is one of the few guards in this game who does push-ups. He looks like he's doing his typical routine. That's good. Yeah, he's fine. Are you going to calm down? I'm going to give you some time to calm down, okay? We're going to go get this guard who we passed by earlier. This is the balcony we blew up. Well, there you go. She's going to walk into a sort of a enclosed space, and that makes it a good time to knock her out. The only reason we do is because she can see through those windows, which means she could technically catch us, but like she's not gonna, but just to be safe. Okay, let's check on that pool area again, because that is my next sort of target. You back to normal? Yes, perfect, and he's in the right place, and you're in the right place. This is great. Alright, crouch down. Now, this bit's easy, but the next part can be a bit funny. So I'm going to put you, like, here. I think that's right. And then I'm just going to stand here, and funnily enough, these blinds are completely vision covering, like, guards can't see through blinds. So we're fine to just sit here. We can, like, do funny dances. Guards won't notice. He's going to take his sweet time coming back to us. He takes a really long patrol. But eventually, he's going to come back, notice that his friend is missing, and try to run in. Except when he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't. This mission's a bit strange. I want to be ready, because the second he gets suspicious, I want to swap timelines. Wait, there he goes. Alright. Now, keep an eye on him, because sometimes he walks right in here, doesn't see the body, and then walks out again. I don't want that to happen. I want him to get good and investigaty. Yeah. Oh. Nope, there he goes. Great. Oops. Fantastic. I could have gone worse than it did. Great, great, great. Swap back again. Last person in the pool is push-ups guard. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you the push-ups. He only does them every now and again. I don't know how to knock people unconscious when they're sitting in a chair. If you're ever in a Dishonored game and you're a guard, you should consider sitting in a chair. It's really powerful. But then you're probably more likely to fall asleep, and I do know how to knock out guards who are asleep in chairs, or it's a bit trickier, but you can do it. Okay, let's put you down here. It's fine. Now, swap back. Okay, and now with that all taken care of, we are just going to pop over here. Should I check on this guard? I'll just check this. Where are you currently? Okay, that's fine. I don't think he'd see me, but I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, I didn't mean to slide. That was... I'm gonna equip this and also hotkey it, I think. Should've done that. Let's go. So that is currently in this little corner behind the deck chairs, which is where we want it. Put this on 7, how about it? Okay. So with that out of the way, we have the code and we can get through the door. Just gotta take care of the guards. So I'll go show you the guards. They're in quite an interesting little set. So over here, this is the special door, and we've got 2 guards in front of it, but they're actually not that much of a problem. Once they've had their conversation, they will move into a position where one of them's just facing away from everyone and won't be a problem, and the other one exposes their back after a minute. It's easy to take care of them, but they do have a friend, this guard, who will notice if they go missing, so got to take care of him. But if he goes missing, his friend in the red here will also investigate, and it's kind of hard to hide bodies up here, so it's best to take care of the red guard first, is what I'm saying. Don't know how to do that. Let's just get behind him again in this little area. Just drop down. Pop a stinging bolt in him. Interesting. And then swap back. I'm going to try to race him now, because guess where he runs? Guess where my good friend runs. There. Right through there. And then, there we go. And this is always a bit risky, but I like to close the door. I could hide the body and stuff, but I don't think I need to. Usually it's fine. They get suspicious about something, but by this point, it's not that big of a deal. We've only got 3 more guards to take care of, and then the mission's basically over. So, where is my friend in... Oh, perfect. This is such good timing. Okay. So just wait for him to turn. Oh, he's just doing it. Great. You want to catch him just as he starts to walk, because if you get too far over there, you'll start to hear the conversation between the 2 door guards, which is not the end of the world, but it's less than ideal. Back here. I want to be careful, by the way. This thing, it's great because it, again, obscures all guard vision, but it's very dangerous because if anyone touches it, it will break and it will kill unconscious people when they touch it. So don't go near that thing. This is both a stealth tool and a combat tool, funnily enough. Step out here. Anyway, so just these 2 left. I think the code is 577, but I'm probably wrong. I do like to try to remember, but so just got to listen to this conversation. I like that it's about people trying to spy on the rich people in the other room, which is what I'm doing. And it's also people who shouldn't be doing what they're doing right now and are afraid of getting caught, which is also what I'm doing. So I relate to this conversation a lot.
Come on, someone could show up any minute.
See?
Shit, I heard something.
There we go. Conversation ends, we swap back out, and this guy's just going to face the wall for the rest of their time being conscious, which is very considerate of them. That means this guy doesn't have many people watching him, and he's up against a wall now, which is even better than sitting in a chair, actually. If you're ever a guard in Dishonored, stand up against a wall. That's fantastic. But unfortunately, in a minute, he's just going to step just enough forward that I can stand behind him and knock him unconscious, so don't do that. Pick a wall and stick to it until your shift is over. Always feels a little bit too close for comfort, like what if I brush up against him, but I don't think that's... I'm not sure how that works. Well, maybe I'll test that sometime. Anyway, this guy's he's just standing there. Let's get him. Let's find out if I remembered the code. My bet is 577. Oh. Stupid. Okay. 577, was it? Or was it 755? Or was it a completely different number? Oh, I remembered the code. I mean, to be fair, it was only 2 numbers. So this is a cool little... We're in the future and the past right now, as you can see from the trippy visuals.
Overlapping.
Which means we can see ghosts of people from the past, but they can't see us, which is very convenient.
If only you could see this.
There's a cutscene here where we meet the whole cast, but like, listen, you're not here for that, so we'll just go to the mandatory cutscene down here. The seance.
Focus on the voice.
Got Acacia and Jindosh and Brianna and the Duke and Aramis and the ghost bottle. Oh, I have no idea why this happens, but it's so cool when it does. I'm so glad I got. Aww. I think it was a pocket watch one time. Anyway, there's some cool like visual stuff that makes your vision funny. And then Delilah's here. She died in a previous game. I'm not sure if I ever addressed that. She was the villain of the DLC for Dishonored 1. Which is quite good.
It seems to have worked.
Oh, there we go. Something funny happens to the Duke here. She's putting her soul inside this bat statue. Creepy Delilah, but with bat wings.
Luca, you must.
And that's why she can't die, so we have to go to the Duke's house and get the bat statue. Anyway, we got the stun mine. We're done here. All this mission was for, and the previous mission. We did it all to learn that piece of knowledge. And now we're going to step back out into this empty area and swap back to the save timeline. Why can't... Oh, it's because I have equipped a stun mine. Great. I think I must have memorized that 6 was the... Anyway. One last thing I'm going to do, because I can, is this room currently, like in the past, it's still locked, which means guards... In fact, it's locked from the inside, so no one from outside can actually get into this room. Which helps me out, because there's only 2 guards left in here, and there's a big painting right behind me. So I wonder if you can just steal it straight out. Like, do they ever turn around? I'm not going to try that right now, because it's a Permadeath save file, but like, I bet you could. I bet that's a thing you could do. Or like, maybe you could, because he's facing it now, but he walks in a circle. Anyway, I have a better plan. I'm just going to go over here, and I've only practiced this once, so it might not work. Maybe I'll die. Get them talking. It's actually an interesting conversation where Aramis Stilton, he used to be a mining boss, but he kind of became wealthy, so now he has to, like, in order to talk to rich people, he has to pretend to be like them, so he has a bunch of books he hasn't read to seem fancy. He is genuinely trying to, like, help people, though, so he's like a nice rich guy. It's a shame what happened to him. They've run off very quickly, that's perfect. Yoink! Back into the future. See, the kind of fun stuff you can do. Just steal a painting. And they're all very suspicious now, but that does not matter to me, because I'm gone. Oh, by the way, I should mention, you can also, you can save Aramis Stilton, because the timeline of events is he's standing out in the back garden, but eventually he will go, like, not in the game, but the story is he goes inside, goes to the seance, gets traumatized, house falls into ruin. If you just knock him unconscious with a sleeping dart, then this future that we're in right now, with the broken pipes and the decay, it ceases to exist, and instead the future is nice, and the house is still a normal, well, a mansion, not that normal. There's like civilians and no guards, which can be its own problem for me. Oh my god, I almost forgot to swap. But yeah, like there's a whole other version of this level, and there's another one for if you kill Aramis Stilton, because that's a different future. You can change the future with the past and all that jazz. It's really neat. We're not doing it because I didn't want to skip the rest of the level. It lets you skip huge chunks of the level, so I just didn't do it. Also, I was afraid the civilians would see me. Now, to watch an unskippable cutscene. I'm just going to open this perfectly normal door. What? Oh no. I'm probably going to cut all of this, but here we are. I have to watch this a lot. Anyway, that's over.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined.
And now, just when you thought we were safe, there is one last thing to do, and it's actually one last excuse for one last opportunity, I should say, for the Dust District to murder us. Remember the Dust District? The place I was so relieved to finally escape? It's back. And if you've changed the past, and the future sometimes is different visibly, this building can be occupied by like a little business. You can't go back to the real Dust District. Imagine if you could, just like play the entire Dust District mission, but you can still hear the howlers through the wall. That's incredible. Sorry, yeah, obviously they couldn't do that for money reasons, so pop up here, and we're now going to go through... Do you remember last mission, at the very beginning, I did this really boring section where I just kind of waited around for some people to stop being suspicious? That is now very relevant, because we are back in that same area, sneaking through it backwards, and I really, really hope that everyone's cooperating. So this looks fine. There should be a guard comes walking to the right. Okay. And he's not gonna, if he gets suspicious and runs towards the wall of light, that's basically it for me, but hopefully, I'm gonna put my weapons away because I believe that we're doing alright. Believe in myself. Imagine dying in the Dust District again. In the same area too. This is where I died last. Where is he? Oh, I don't like this waiting. This is getting, there he is. Okay, crouch and walk. Now we collect our reward for escaping the Dust District. It's $10, $20. Oh, okay. Well, shows you what I've been doing. Not stealing that guy's wallet enough. And up here, if you remember, is the guard who actually did kill us, who we left alone, even though we don't need to, and frankly it's more dangerous, but hey, look, let's get some revenge, huh? Ah, see? This is what you get for pointing out the flaws in my own plans and actually walking in front of me. Oh, I was going to show you them. Doing that animation pushes you almost off this ledge, but I forgot. I was too busy taunting my enemies. That's just, revenge never pays. Okay. Put them back up here, they're friends, and now we just got to get out of here, which is a little easier said than done. But I've got a plan, and it usually works. Which is all I can ever say, really. Standing in one spot. Okay, you want to lean out, aim at the bottom stairs. Put your weapons away, look for 3 lightning bolts. That's the good number. Walk over here, let him run away, drop down onto this. Looks like you should die. You barely get hurt, it's weird. And then just sprint, it's fine. I so rarely get to say that in this run, but you can sprint there if you do it just right. Throw the grenade in the right place, it's fine. And that is finally it for the Dust District. We are gone. Hey, you two. Long time no see, it feels like. Mission ranking, nobody saw us, nobody died. Beautiful. So thank you for joining me for that mission, A Crack in the Slab, or as I usually call it, the Time Mansion mission. It's a fun mission, we avoided a lot of it, but there's so many different variables you can tweak and different futures you can visit, and it's all very exciting, so it's a fun one, and I hope you had fun watching it. See you next time.